But at this point, everybody's pretty much aware of the fact that yesterday Kellyanne Conway basically pulled a papers, please moment on a reporter by straight up asking him, after he asked her a question, what's your ethnicity? And we all know exactly what Kellyanne Conway is trying to do, and everybody's been talking about this. But as bad as that is, she kept going after that. And it was her continuous talking and the basic de-evolution of that entire thought process she was having that really became the spectacle. So here is the full clip of Kellyanne Conway asking the reporter his ethnicity and then going off on this really insane tirade. Take a look.
If the president was not telling these four congresswomen to return to their supposed countries of origin, to which countries was he referring?
What's your ethnicity?
Why is that relevant to this?
No, because I'm asking you a question. My ancestors are from Ireland and Italy.
Kellyanne, my own ethnicity is not relevant to the question I'm asking.
No, it is, because you're asking about, he said originally. He said originally from.
I am asking.
And you know everything he has said since, and to have a full conversation.
Are you saying that the president was telling the Palestinian...
The president's already commented on that.
To go back to the occupied territory.
The president's already commented on that, and he said a lot about this since that one tweet. No, he's put out a lot of tweets, and he made himself available to all of you yesterday.
He has not. No, just to the
Yes, he has. He's tired. A lot of us are sick and tired of this country, of America coming last, to people who swore an oath of office. Sick and tired of our military being denigrated. Sick and tired of the Customs and Border Patrol people, protection people I was with, who are overwhelmingly Hispanic, by the way, in McAllen, Texas. Sick and tired of them being, no, you don't understand, because you didn't go, being criticized, being doxxed by a bunch of Hollywood D-listers who have nothing else to do but sit on their asses on Twitter all day and try to dox brave men and women who are diving into the Rio Grande to save people who are drowning, who are taking other people's babies into custody and diapering them and feeding them and looking the other way while people are running across with drugs. That's going on.
Okay, so obviously she's going to ask the reporter his ethnicity because that's just, I guess, what she wants to do now. Trying to make some kind of point, even though it didn't make a point, other than if people did come here from another country, doesn't that actually undermine Donald Trump's point of let's keep people out? If she's trying to point out how many people have diverse backgrounds, they're not Native Americans. But her little tirade after that, we are sick and tired of all these people being mean to the troops and being mean to the Border Patrol and not falling in line with the president's agenda. And of course, that weird line about D-list Hollywood actors wanting to get off their asses. I still don't understand that, but you do you, Kellyanne. But there's another statement that she said, and I do not believe it was in that clip, but here it is. And this is where she was talking about, the squad. What the president is doing is, we are tired, sick and tired, of many people in this country. Forget these four. They represent a dark underbelly of people in this country, of people who are not respecting our troops, are not giving them the resources and the respect that they deserve. Now, that is 100% not true, Kellyanne, but what you're really saying is that you are sick and tired of people in this country not falling in line with the president. You are sick and tired of the critics. You are sick and tired of people trying to hold both the president and you accountable, because let's not forget that just 48 hours ago at this point, you ignored a subpoena, which is punishable by law, and you've got the audacity to come out and say that you're sick and tired of many people in this country? Well, I can tell you that most people in this country are sick and tired of you and your boss acting like the rules don't apply to you. Nothing would bring me more pleasure than to watch you get hauled away by the House of Representatives Sergeant-at-Arms and thrown into that little bitty jail cell that they have underneath the House of Representatives. It does exist, and I would love to see you forced in there. See how you like being thrown in a little cage. Although I'm sure they would give you a toothbrush and soap and food if you needed it. But I'm willing to bet you would also crack in about 5 seconds under that kind of pressure. You also have no right to ask a reporter their ethnicity. You were there to answer questions. He asked you a question. Then you asked him a question, and when he asked why you asked that question, you said, because I'm asking a question. That's not how this works. And I'm glad that reporter stood up and said, why is that relevant? And Kellyanne Conway, again, was unable to actually accurately answer that question. But her insane little tirade there of being sick and tired of Americans, I mean, hell, isn't that the entire conversation the White House has been having recently? If you don't like it, get out. So is Kellyanne going to go home now and pack a bag and just leave? If she wants to do that, I am sure that most of us in this country would not only be okay with it, we'd likely celebrate it as well. Thanks for watching, everybody. And don't forget, if you like what you see here, like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel. And now you can also become a member of Ring of Fire and get exclusive early access to certain Ring of Fire videos all throughout the week. Just click on the little join button right below the video.